Hey friends, how are you? I'm back with another video blog. My name's Kara MacDonald with KMac Training and Consulting. This is episode number 3. Today I'm going to talk about my childhood, which is going to be a little heavy, but most of this stuff is going to be heavy because I've got a lot of heaviness in my life. So it's brought me out on the other side and made me who I am today. So I'm not ashamed of it, and I truly believe that we go through things to help other people and encourage other people. So hopefully somebody gets something out of this video as all the other videos that I've done. So my childhood, I had a good childhood for the most part. My mom loved me. My dad loved me. I had 2 great sisters. I always had a roof over my head and food on the plate and, no complaints in that regard. I was emotionally neglected by my mom. My mom was a single woman, single mom from the time I was age 3. She had boyfriends here and there, but for the most part, she was the sole provider and sole parent in my life and in my sister's lives. So what happened was, for whatever reason, my mom started abusing alcohol when I was about 9 years old. Now, there's a lot of addiction and alcoholism and all kinds of stuff in my family. It goes way back. So that's not a big surprise at all. But what was hard was it lasted until I was 24, when she had a stroke, and she stopped drinking at that point, just kind of by a fluke because she was in a coma. And so she went through withdrawals in the coma. She had tried to detox before that, and it didn't work. She couldn't get through it. So once she had the stroke in 2001, like I said, I was 24. She didn't pass away until 2005, and she passed away from cancer. And those 4 years were interesting because she wasn't quite the same person. She didn't work anymore. Her faculties weren't 100% there. She was there, but she just wasn't the same person. So I believe that I was given those extra 4 years to kind of mourn her, grieve her while she was still here. I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's how I feel. So going back to my childhood, though, and how it affected me, we moved a lot. My sisters were 6 and 7 years older than me. So by the time I got to about 10 or 11, they had gone to college, moved out of the house. It was just my mom and I. And up until age 11, I had been in the same house, in a townhouse in Maryland that we were raised in. And then from 11 on, we moved all the time. And I've had it's been a long time that I've had to kind of deal with that. I don't know, it's hard to explain. I kind of attribute some of the things that I've gone through to that because I really never had any good connections, good friends. I get jealous when I see people that have known their peers since they were, 4 years old, and they're in their wedding. And I didn't have any of that. I didn't have any connections during those very important years. And on top of that, my mom wasn't emotionally available to me. So I only share all this, even though it's pretty heavy, because I know that a lot of people have something in their childhood, and maybe they're afraid to talk about it. And I just want you to know that you're not alone. And there's a lot more in my childhood and in my life, like I said in episode 1, that I'm going to be sharing about. But this is one little piece of who I am that shaped me and led me down a path in my 20s that was pretty rough. So I'll share more about that later too. I don't know how many videos I'm going to have. I've got so many pieces in my life. But anyway, everything turned out okay. I'm here today. I'm fine. I feel like I'm a pretty healthy and well-rounded person now. It's taken me a while to get here, but I'm grateful for that journey. And I love my mom very much. And I'm grateful for all that she did. She taught me so much about independence and courage and, so much, loving your family. And she really took care of me and my kids because I had them so young, and my sister and her kids, she had them young too. And she was a great grandmother and just a wonderful person who got caught up in addiction. Doesn't mean that's who she was. It's just something that happened. So anyway, that's all for now. That's the end of episode 3, and I can't wait to see you in the next episode. Take care.